1,000 agents whose conduct suffered integrity challenges. We removed them from participating in that space. We also digitized the space on labor mobility and demanded that all the jobs that are available to Kenyans be put on a portal where government can see and those seeking opportunities can see. Today, you have it on that portal and you can see it for yourself. We also decided that we are going to support the Kenyans who want to go abroad. If they don't have money for a passport or a ticket, we want to support them. So we instructed the National Youth Fund. We have now also brought on board USA Fund. I hope the agreements have been concluded, completed. USA Fund, so that Kenyans who have been given an opportunity to work outside Kenya can, with ease, find their way out. And we now have a database of Kenyans going to work abroad. Imagine, we didn't have a database of Kenyans going to work abroad. We didn't even know who was working where. And that is why we just got reports of so-and-so is in distress, some other person there is in distress, and we didn't have them in our database. So today it is mandatory for those going to work outside Kenya that we must know them, we must know where they are going to work, we must validate that the job that they are going to do exists, and we must know who the employer is. So, as a result, over the last 2 years, 400,000 Kenyans have found their way into jobs outside Kenya. Let me repeat, because sometimes we say things and people are wondering. 400,000 Kenyans have gone to work outside Kenya. And they are contributing to our development. They are sending money to Kenya. In fact, in the supplementary budget, we have added 100 million shillings. I hope, Kipto, we did that. Mbadi, did you sign it off? Yes. Mbadi has, in this supplementary budget, just for the next 1 month, we have provided 100 million shillings to Youth Fund to facilitate people who want to go and work outside Kenya. The third item that, as an administration, we have rolled out as a policy, this is deliberate. You know, housing is deliberate. Labor mobility is deliberate. Is digital jobs. We have rolled out a comprehensive program with our Jitume labs. Every TVET and some other institutions today have a Jitume lab where students in our TVETs take 2-3 hours, they work online, they earn money. I told you about the ICT hubs that we are working on. We have 280 already built. We have another 1,200 to go. That's the space we need to up our game. But already 180,000 Kenyans are working on the digital space. And the numbers speak to it. You know, remittances that come from Kenyans working abroad and Kenyans working on the digital platform has gone up by $1 billion in the last 2 years. Together, I will tell you, our remittance was $4 billion. By February this year, it was $4.95 billion. Remittance. That is money coming from Kenyans either working abroad or working online. So, again, deliberate. And there is more that is happening in the internet. There are more people who are doing serious business, earning serious money in the internet than the pornography and the insults and all the other things that are going on there. There is more. And that is where we should be going. And we are looking at other interventions. We have what we call climate works. Again, because of the climate challenges and what we need to do about our environment, we are again rolling out another 110,000 opportunities for Kenyans to work in the climate work space, to work with us. Already 20,000 in Nairobi City are onto that course. And we've just advertised opportunities for 110,000. And they will begin working from when, Alice and Hinga, when are they? 1st of July. So from 1st of July, we will have another 110,000 young people coming to work in the climate works space. And we're looking at what we can also do in the space around value addition and agro-processing. And so going into the future, we will want to improve. What are we going to do going into the future around the job creation program? We will step up our housing program. We will also expand the number of bilateral labor agreements. The Honorable Musalia Mudavadi here is leading our team in signing more bilateral labor agreements with more countries to give us more opportunities for Kenyans to work abroad. We are scaling up some of the bilateral labor agreements that were signed before, so that we now have skilled workers, professional workers. That is our next trajectory, so that we can renegotiate some of the bilateral labor agreements and ensure that professional cadres can be accommodated. We are also working on making sure that more Kenyans can speak more than one language. German, Chinese, French, Spanish. That's our next horizon, and the Ministry of Diaspora is working with different institutions. I am happy that KMTC, for example, is beginning to teach. Is that correct, Mudoni?
Yes, sir. We are teaching French, German, Amharic, and Arabic.
Right. So that is the next horizon. We're going to make Kenyans truly global citizens, that they can work anywhere. So that is the next horizon we are working on. We are also looking at our special economic zones, making sure that we expand the capacities in our special economic zones, expanding capacities in our county aggregation and industrial parks for processing, for value addition, and that is why we will be removing taxes in this budget on packaging material for both coffee, tea, and other commodities, so that instead of exporting our tea and coffee, largely tea on sacks or in sacks, we will be exporting them packed in packages that go to the supermarket. That is a space that we are working on. We are also looking at expanding new markets for our products, so that as we do value addition and agro-processing, we'll be looking at new markets. As you know, we have last year the Economic Partnership Agreement we signed with the 26 countries or 27 countries in the EU came into force. We have the Honorable Musalia Mudavadi just came from FOCAC meeting between Africa and China, and you remember I was in China a few months ago, and I did agree with the Chinese president that we need to open markets. And I'm very happy that progress has been made subsequent to my meeting in China, that now our continent will have duty-free or tariff-free access to a 1 billion people market. So we're expanding markets for our macadamia, our avocados, our tea, our coffee, because we have premier products that we can drive. So I told you there are 7 areas we have already assessed from this morning, and I thought we should brief good people from the media and Kenyans on what this cabinet retreat is about. And just to assure us that we just crossed over the midterm, and we now have an energized, broad-based government, and we are confident that with the broader goodwill, with a broader infusion of ideas and synergies created, we can accelerate the momentum for the delivery of the transformation of Kenya. Let me repeat this for the avoidance of doubt. The focus of this administration and this team is not the next election. The focus is the transformation of Kenya. And putting a firm foundation for the transformation of our nation into the next generation. That is our commitment, and that is our focus. Thank you very much.